Good morning, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, PassBus. I hope you all are doing well. And today I'll be taking the topic of class 10th, quadratic equation. I have already started this chapter 4 and we are dealing with the solution of the quadratic equation, and first method that we have taken is by factorization, second is by completing the square, and third is by the quadratic formula. Completing the square I'm not taking because it's not in the syllabus, and I'm taking this is by quadratic formula. So before we start with the topic, let me explain how the solution of the quadratic equation it comes. Like, basic idea of solution of quadratic equation is, like you all know, this is a equation of degree 2. We find out the values of x. So since it's degree 2, we'll have two values of x. So how do we find out the value of x? Using quadratic formula. So just pay how the derivation comes, and then I'll start with the solution of the questions. So this is our quadratic equation in degree 2. Now what we will do, we'll divide the whole equation by a, and we'll try to make the coefficient of x as unity. Now once you divide it, this is x square plus b upon ax plus c upon a. Now the idea is we'll try to form it as a complete square. Now if you remember a plus b whole square formula, we have a square plus 2ab plus b square term. So what we will do, we'll just concentrate on these two terms. So here this is x square plus, we'll multiply this by 2 and we'll divide it by 2. So what we are doing is we are writing it in the form of, this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So I have a, I have b, I don't have this term. So what I will do, this is x is a, so this is 2a and this comes at b. So what you do, we divide by 2, we multiply it by 2. So we are not making any change to the question, we are just making in the form of this equation. Now next thing is, if you notice, this is your b term. So I should have b square. This term I need to have. If I don't have, I'll get b square and I'll subtract the same term. So what we are doing, we are just adding and subtracting the same thing. So we are just changing the form of the question, not the value of the question. So same term I have added. If you see, this becomes a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a plus b whole square. This is a plus b whole square. We have to be a little careful. A is x and b is b upon 2a whole square. This term will remain as it is because this has not been included. So this is minus b upon 2a whole square plus c upon a. This derivation is important because at times children find it very difficult to cram the formula. So once you have gone through the derivation, if any question is asked in the paper related to this, you are very clear because you are aware how the derivation has come. So I just tell the children to go through the derivation. It doesn't take much of time, but the more clarity is there. You don't need to memorize the formula. Okay, so if you simplify, this is minus c upon a plus b square upon, this is 4a square. 4a square is LCM, minus 4ac plus b square. So I'll rearrange. This is x plus b upon 2a whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. So here what we will do, I'll take the under root on both the sides. So if you take the under root here, this is b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. So the under root of denominator is 2a, and here this is plus minus. So this is b square minus 4ac. Now here we are assuming the value of this under root is greater than and equal to 0. Reason being, if it is not greater than and equal to 0, then under root will not exist. So here whenever you are writing, like here I am writing, so I must say provided b square minus 4ac is greater than and equal to 0. So if this term holds, so I'll clear the board. So here we'll continue. If b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, then x plus b upon a is equal to, we'll rewrite the equation. Now if you see it closely, okay, I'll just shift it to the right side. This is x is equal to plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is minus b upon 2a. So we'll just rearrange. Minus b, we'll write it in front, and this is b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And if you see it closely, you are getting two values of x, because once you take this as plus, you will have one of the value is minus b plus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and second value is when you are taking minus. One thing to keep in mind is b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. So here we have the roots, real roots. Okay, equation, the quadratic equation have real roots if this term is greater than or equal to 0, and these are the two values. This is the solution. So gradually, you know, this value, that is b square minus 4ac, this is also labeled as d, which is called discriminant, and that decides the nature of the roots also further. But here in this exercise, what we are doing is we are finding the solution of quadratic equation by quadratic formula. So what we will do, this is our quadratic equation. I'm sorry, I just rubbed it here. This is our quadratic equation and this is our solution. So I'll take the question based on this quadratic formula. So well students, we'll take the questions based on the quadratic formula, and you know, this is very important because factorization, you people do it in class 9th. Okay, factorization of quadratic equation, but quadratic formula is very important, basic new concept, and we have the application also. We have word problems based on quadratic formula. So you must be very attentive while listening to the solution. So here I have taken 3 questions. The question is like, first question is by completing the square, so I'm not taking that first question. Second question is we have the same set of questions which was there in first, but we are solving it by completing the square. We have the equation, you can see the first part. The first important step is we label it as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, so that you can equate the variable parts. And please follow each and every step. Each step carries marks. If you avoid step, you lose the marks. So here a is equal to 2 and b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 3. First step is in quadratic formula. We'll just check the value of b square minus 4ac. If it comes 0 or it comes greater than 0, then we'll proceed for the solution. So here we'll find out b square minus 4ac. What is b? B is minus 7 whole square minus 4ac. A is 2 and c is 3. So this is 49 minus 24 and the difference is 25. So here this is the value of b square minus 4ac, which is absolutely greater than 0. Hence the roots exist. And roots exist and they are real. Okay, so one thing is clear. Now how do we find the root? X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So since we have already found the value of b square minus 4ac, I'll put the value directly. So here what we can do is, your b is minus 7 minus minus 7 plus minus, this is root 25 upon 2a. What is a? A is 2. I'll just remove it because I need little more space. I'll just write it below. Okay. Okay. So here we'll sort it out. Minus minus plus, this is 7 plus minus 5 upon 4. Okay. So we'll get two values of x. One value when you take this value plus, second value when you take this value as minus. So here this is 7 plus 5 by 4, that is 12 by 4, which is 3, and another value when you take it minus 7 minus 5 by 4, that is 2 by 4, and this is half. So these are the two solutions of quadratic equation. So this way you can solve it. So this comes very simple. So same way we'll do the second part. Just see, a is equal to 2. B is equal to, we'll equate. I have just skipped that step. You must write. So here, what is b square minus 4ac? Your b is 1, 4ac. A is 2 and c is minus 4. So this is 1 minus minus plus. This is 32 root 33. So this becomes 33, which is greater than 0, and hence the roots are real. So this way you can do the second part. Here what I have done, I have just find the value of b square minus 4ac. I have not found the value of the x. Those values you can find by substituting. So similarly in this part, I just want to keep this part because we have under root and children they at times they dread solving the root part. So I want to take this part as well. So just pay attention. 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll clear this. We'll equate, which is very, very important. Okay. So here a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4 root 3 and c is equal to 3. First and foremost thing, we need to check what is the value coming. B is 4 root 3. So square of this minus 4ac. So this is 48 and this is also 48. Just see. So this is 0. It means what? It means roots are going to be repetitive. Roots are real, but roots are equal. Just see. X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This value is 0. So here your b is minus 4 root 3 upon 2a. This is 4. So this cancels. This is minus root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Children make a mistake, they just write value 1. So these are the repetitive roots. Repeated roots you are having. Equal roots you are getting. Okay. And there is fourth part also. Fourth part I am leaving it for you. You just try yourself and tell me how the solution comes. Have you understood? And I must say you should go through the derivation. Derivation is very, very important part. And the derivation is also given in the book. And I always tell my students to go through the NCERT. NCERT is the first thing. You must go through each and every line. We have the summary at the last of the chapter. Go through the summary. Summary is just, the summary of a chapter. So what we do, this is like a revision what you have learned throughout the chapter. So I hope this quadratic formula is understood, and I have few more questions which are the word problems which I'll be taking in my next video. So do watch my next video where we are taking word problems and we are writing the question in the form of quadratic equation, and then we are solving the quadratic equation by quadratic formula or by factorization formula. Because if you have a word problem, you are not bound to solve it by any particular way. Thank you and keep learning.